What's up, mi gente, and thanks for joining me for another episode. Today I'm coming to you from the second largest city in Poland, Krakow. In this video I'm going to give you my top recommendations of what to do and see when visiting this amazing city. Now, if you haven't done so already and you like my content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Well, without further ado, check it out. My first recommendation in Krakow is Wawel Castle, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of Poland's most important national monuments. Built in the 10th century, it served as the royal residence from the 13th through the 17th century. It's free to stroll around the castle grounds, but there are several ticketed areas worth exploring. During my visit, I toured the castle interiors and climbed up to the viewing platform. Inside, you'll find the stunning Polish Renaissance courtyard. The architecture alone is worth the trip. As you move through the museum, you'll see the lavish treasures of the Polish monarchy, portraits, and the beautifully preserved staterooms. For a small fee, the viewing platform offers breathtaking views of Krakow and a perfect vantage point over the Vistula River. Once you finish exploring, head down to the base of the Wawel Hill to see the famous fire-breathing dragon statue. According to legend, the Wawel dragon once terrorized the city until it was slain by a brave Polish prince. Wawel Castle is truly the perfect starting point for your Krakow adventure. Explore the main square. Located in the heart of Krakow is the main square, also known as Rynek Główny. Dating back to the 13th century, it's often called the largest square in Europe. This vibrant and photogenic square has been the pulse of city life for centuries, blending history with modern energy. You'll see locals and tourists alike feeding pigeons while vendors set up stalls selling traditional Polish souvenirs. The square is surrounded by stunning churches, historic landmarks, bustling cafes, restaurants, and lively nightlife. It's the perfect place to sit back with a drink and watch the iconic horse-drawn carriages as they take tourists on rides around the square. Whether by day or night, Krakow's main square is a must-see stop on your journey. At the center of the main square stands the Cloth Hall, one of Krakow's most recognizable landmarks. Opened in the 14th century, it became a thriving hub of international trade. Today, the Cloth Hall continues its tradition as a marketplace, though with a modern twist. Inside, locals sell Polish souvenirs, crafts, and handmade treasures, making it a favorite stop for visitors. As you walk through, look up. You'll notice colorful shields of different Polish cities painted across the hall, adding to its charm and history. The Cloth Hall is not just a monument, but an experience, and it's an absolute must-visit when exploring Krakow's main square. Visit St. Mary's Basilica, one of Krakow's crown jewels. Located in the main square, this Roman Catholic church was built in the 14th century and stands as one of the finest examples of Polish Gothic architecture. Rising 262 feet into the sky, its twin towers dominate the city skyline. In 1978, it was honored as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Stepping inside, you'll be greeted by an awe-inspiring interior. Golden decor glimmers throughout the sanctuary. Soaring ceilings draw your eyes upwards, and intricate sculptures and artwork fill the space with history and grandeur. St. Mary's Basilica is not only a place of worship, it's an architectural masterpiece and an unforgettable experience that belongs on every Krakow itinerary. Town Hall is another must-see landmark in Krakow's main square. Standing 75 meters tall, this Gothic-style tower dates back to the 14th century and is the only surviving part of the city's original medieval town hall. Once the heart of Krakow's administrative and political life, the rest of the complex was demolished in 1820, leaving the striking tower as a reminder of the city's past. Today, visitors can climb the 110 narrow steps to the top, where small windows offer unique views of Krakow's bustling main square. Here's a fun fact: admission is free on Mondays, making it an easy and worthwhile stop during your Krakow adventure. Poland is widely considered the birthplace of vodka, so it only makes sense to visit a bar that specializes in it. The Vodka Cafe Bar is an excellent spot to sample a wide variety of flavors. You can order single shots or go for a tasting flight, which includes 6 25ml shots, perfect for trying out different options. During my visit, I went with their bestseller flight, which featured salted caramel, chocolate, cherry, raspberry, mango, and blackcurrant. And I have to say, it was fantastic. So cheers, o na zdrowie. If you're in Krakow, the Vodka Cafe Bar is definitely a must visit to experience Polish vodka at its best. Just a short train ride southeast of Krakow is the Wieliczka salt mine, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of Poland's most popular attractions. Tourists have been coming here since 1722, and the mine produced table salt all the way up until 1996. The only way to explore the mine is on a 2.5-hour guided tour, which takes you as deep as 327 meters underground through winding tunnels and massive chambers. Along the way, you'll see incredible salt-carved sculptures, galleries, and even a vast underground church, all made entirely of salt. If you're visiting Krakow, this is an absolute must-see experience. No trip to Poland is complete without trying pierogi, one of the country's most beloved traditional dishes. These delicious dumplings can be filled with potato, cheese, ground meat, or even fruit, and are often served with sour cream, fried onions, or both. You'll find pierogi all across Poland, but during my visit I stopped at a restaurant right next to the salt mines. I ordered the meat-filled pierogi and they were absolutely delicious. If you're in Poland, make sure you don't leave without experiencing this classic dish. Next on the list is Oskar Schindler's factory. Once a metal goods factory in Krakow, now transformed into a powerful World War II museum. A small part of the museum tells the story of Oskar Schindler, the German businessman who famously saved more than 1,000 Jews by employing them in his factory, a story many know from the film Schindler's List. The majority of exhibits focus on the experiences of Krakow's Jewish community during the war, showcasing personal belongings, haunting photographs, and first-hand testimonies. If you plan to visit, it's best to book in advance as ticket lines can be quite long. And here's a tip, admission is free on Mondays. Schindler's Factory is more than just a museum. It's a journey through time and a moving testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a somber but essential stop on your Krakow trip. Be sure to spend some time sightseeing in the Jewish Quarter, also known as the Kazimierz District. This is one of Krakow's most vibrant and fascinating neighborhoods, rich with history and culture. Kazimierz is not only a major tourist attraction, but also an important hub of the city's culture life. Visitors can explore historic synagogues, learn about areas past, and enjoy its lively atmosphere filled with pubs, cafes, and restaurants. It's a must-visit stop on any trip to Poland. While you're in the Jewish Quarter, make sure to try a zapiekanka, a beloved street food popular with both locals and tourists. It's basically a half baguette topped with mushrooms, cheese, and a variety of other toppings. In the middle of the square, you'll find a building lined with stalls that serve nothing but zapiekanka. They come in different sizes, from small portions to large ones loaded with toppings. I tried both a half and a large with different flavors, and they were absolutely delicious. This is a must-try traditional dish when you're visiting Krakow, and especially in the Jewish Quarter. For my next few recommendations, the focus shifts to the story of anti-Semitism and the suffering the Jewish community endured under the Third Reich during World War II. The Jewish Ghetto Memorial is a powerful tribute to the Jewish residents of Krakow, where thousands of lives were lost. The memorial's design, a haunting series of empty chairs, symbolizes the Jews who were first forced into these areas and then deported by the Nazis. It's an incredible somber place, but an important site of remembrance, a chance to honor the victims and reflect on the atrocities they endured. Just a short walk from the Jewish Ghetto Memorial, you'll find the last remaining section of the Krakow Ghetto Wall, built by the Nazis during their occupation of Poland in World War II. Originally a barbed wire fence, it was later replaced by this concrete wall. Its design, resembling tombstones, was a cruel reminder to the Jewish people that this would be their final resting place. Today, a small plaque stands here to honor those who lost their lives. Take a moment to pause and reflect. We must never forget the atrocities committed during this dark chapter of human history. Auschwitz-I and Birkenau were the largest German Nazi concentration and extermination camps during the Holocaust. The Holocaust remains one of the most horrifying atrocities in human history. Visiting Auschwitz is a sobering experience, one that takes you through the darkest chapters of humanity. As you walk through the gates bearing the chilling words, Arbeit macht frei, work sets you free, you're reminded of the unimaginable suffering that millions endured on these very grounds. It's a deeply emotional visit. Both the exhibits and the complex itself are difficult to take in. One of the most heartbreaking parts for me was seeing the personal belongings that Jewish victims brought with them, items later found at the site when it was finally liberated. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to visit Birkenau during my trip, but I highly recommend exploring both sites if you have a chance. Though it's a heavy experience, it's an essential one, to honor the victims, to better understand what happened, and to reflect on a part of history that must never be forgotten or repeated. I don't want to end this video on a serious note, so let's switch gears for my final recommendation. You have to take a boat tour along Krakow's stunning Vistula River. Boats leave frequently, and for just a small fee, you'll cruise past incredible sights like Wawel Castle, the Kashmir district, and some seriously beautiful bridges. Grab a drink, kick back, and enjoy the views. It's the perfect way to wrap up your Krakow adventure. And there you have it, my top picks for things to do in Krakow, Poland. I hope you enjoyed this video. If I missed any of your favorite spots, bars, or restaurants, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to show your support by subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Don't miss my next video where I'll be coming to you from Warsaw, Poland, and sharing my top recommendations, so stay tuned. As always, thanks for watching and happy travels.